God's Fixer-Upper, written and narrated by Sister Charity Lombardo. My confession of the week is that I've watched entirely too many hours of my new favorite show, Fixer-Upper. Have you seen this? My other confession of the week is that I truly don't believe too many hours of this show is a thing. Guilty as charged. It's just so good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this show is about a married couple, Chip and Joanna Gaines, who are experts in remodeling homes. Chip handles the construction, and Joanna is the design guru. Together, they flip houses from old, dilapidated structures to some of the most gorgeous, warm, and welcoming homes you can imagine. Chip, Joanna, if you're reading this, you're welcome for the plug. When someone comes to Chip and Joanna with a house in need, they find all the potential they can in it. They take the whole thing, bad plumbing, termites, holes in the roof and all, under their wing and flip it to look brand new. They see the beauty beyond the blemishes. They see the good that can rise from ruin. They know that with a little TLC, just about anything can be rebuilt. But more than that, they take houses and make them homes. Never do they judge the old structure or destroy it completely. They work with what they have and value the bones of it, honoring its history while totally reimagining its future. So after my 108th episode, but who's counting, I've now spent a lot of time pondering the idea of renovation, an in fact very real theme for me this year as it turns out, aside from the show itself. What does renovate really mean? I thought to myself. Refresh, revamp, remodel, give something a long overdue upgrade. These are a few things that came to mind. And after reflecting on some of the situations I found myself in this year, ones that humbled me, made me think differently, caused me to quit a stubborn habit or behavior, made me value my relationships more, made me understand the power of my words both positively and negatively, and forced me to look inward at what I can improve, I felt a spiritual parallel pop out. I am God's very own fixer-upper. Just like Chip and Joanna brave the shabby interiors of these houses, God comes into my heart, no matter what it looks like, takes my dilapidated, anxious, messy state, and makes me brand new. He takes my blemishes and makes them beautiful. He helps me rise from ruin. He gives me the tender, loving care I need to rebuild the weak areas of my life. But more than anything, He takes my heart of stone and gives me a new heart of flesh, somewhere warm and welcoming to His Spirit, where I can live peacefully and rest in His care. And He didn't just do it on the day of my baptism, saying, "Here's a new heart, hope it works out, see you never." He's still making me new every single day. To be honest, drawing this parallel challenged me a bit. I don't want to be a forever fixer-upper. I don't want my heart home to develop any more problems. I just want to be fixed up once and then done with renovations. Because renovations can hurt, no matter how necessary they are. As I worked my way through this thought, God brought me His own. Who He loves, He corrects. All we have to do is surrender. I don't always want to admit it, but without God's blueprint, resources, or steady hand, the home of my heart is a wavering structure, vulnerable to the enemy, easily knocked over, susceptible to even the tiniest gust of wind. But with His mighty hand building my home on His rock, well, there's no place I'd rather be. Except the Lord build this house, they labor in vain that build it. Psalm 127:1.